Hey y'all, welcome back to Reality Reacts. Today we're going to be watching Judge Judy, one of the best shows ever made. I am one of the biggest Judge Judy fans you'll ever find. I know a lot about the show. I've researched the show a ton. I was this close to being a member of the gallery at one time when I visited Los Angeles. So it is one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. So on Reality Reacts, we are going to be reacting to reality, and I know no other show that is going to give us reality than Miss Judge Judy Shineland presiding. So I have, if you go through the Judge Judy YouTube channel, there are a lot. I mean, it's great. They've been posting the old syndicated shows. There's a whole drama about Judge Judy and her trying to get rights to this library of shows that CBS owns. We'll talk all about this in another episode. I just want to get right to this episode. But I've been digging through the Judge Judy YouTube channel, and the red line, like when you watch something on YouTube, I've watched almost everything. I've seen an original syndication on TV, Judge Judy, almost all of them, probably since like 2014, nearly every episode. I used to watch every single day because of my work schedule. So I pretty much have seen them all, but I have not seen this one. So this will be an actual blind reaction. And we're just going to go through it and geek out on Judge Judy. So if you're here for Judge Judy, subscribe, because I love Judge Judy. And I'm not going to be watching Judy Justice just yet. We will get there. But we got to get through some of these classic Judge Judys that, are in the original syndication or were
all parties in the matter of case.
This one is woman bit by dog while getting her hair done. And part one. So they split them up into parts. At the beginning, if you may remember, when they started posting these on the official Judge Judy YouTube channel, shortly after Judy Justice started, they were only doing like 3 or 4 minute clips of a case, and I guess they were just trying to test the water to see maybe who would watch. And people are watching. I mean, the channel has, let's just look really fast. The channel has 500,000 subscribers in just about a year. This has 246,000. I mean, all of the clips are getting like, between 500,000. Some of them are getting like, 250,000 views. So it seems to be pretty popular, and I think it's working. Anyway, let's stop talking and start watching.
Versus Hunter. Step forward.
Katrina Cahey is suing Kelly Hunter for
Love the ripped out steno
medical
pad.
bills and lost wages.
Medical bills. I can I do a little bit of voiceover work, and I can kind of do like the Jerry. What's this guy's last name? The guy that does the voiceover work for. He's now rest in peace. He's passed on.
Resulting from a
dog attack.
Miss Cahey, I believe it was probably this lady who does your hair. Is that correct?
Just because a hairdresser has good or bad hair doesn't mean that just because a hairdresser has good or bad hair doesn't mean they're a good hairdresser, right? Because think about it, like if you're a hairdresser, is the last thing you want to do is do your hair every day. Some people they love it. I don't know. Yes. I just feel like we could have done a little better here.
The defendant's witness. And you went to this lady's house to have your hair done. This is her roommate.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Miss Hunter has a dog.
Yes.
So did you know that during this show they put makeup on all of the litigants?
And while you were getting your hair done, it is your claim that the dog bit you.
Yes,
you
Your
want
Honor.
to be
Hand
compensated.
already.
Miss Hunter says it's your fault that the dog bit you. So
it's your fault the dog bit you. Let's see how long it takes for Judge Judy to say, put your hand down. Whoops, sorry.
You went to her house to have your hair done on what date?
October 16th.
Had you ever been to her house before to have your hair done?
Never, Your Honor.
She did it at your house?
Yes, that's correct.
What happened when you arrived at the house?
Well, we went into the Keach's area, her room. She set me up in a chair. She started to proceed to put the wrap around my neck, and she was sitting in front of me, setting up.
Also, love to, you'll notice I'll comment on the gallery as well. Quick fun fact. So from what I was told from someone that knew the show very well, essentially the gallery that you see there's always women that are usually behind both of the litigants, because they did tests, like screen tests, and they would put men back there, like a few men and then like all women. And the screen test always came back better with all women. So even though the whole gallery is not composed of, just women, in these tight shots of the litigants, they frame it to where, or they put the litigants to where in the frame you only see women. Isn't it interesting? Watch.
Everything.
If you start to watch the show consistently, you'll notice it throughout all the episodes. It's almost exclusively women that are sad. The producers know the show has been, they've made thousands of them, right? So at some point they realized, okay, these 6 seats need to have women in them.
There's foils that you put on your hair and all that. And the dog comes running in the room and he's jumping around on the bed. And
Who control your dog? I may get some hate now because on this channel, because I am a big proponent of keeping your dog on a leash in a public place where it requires it. Obviously, if you're in a park or something, it's different. But people that just let their dogs run around, I have no respect for. So as we start to watch more episodes, including dogs, I'll have very strong opinions. But right now we have a dog that's running around on a lady who's trying to get her hair done. Also, does this comes with the territory of getting your hair done at somebody's house? Maybe though.
Comes behind and he's just running around like dogs do. And
That's not true because I
don't want to hear
Okay,
you until
okay.
it's your turn.
Okay.
he comes into the area where she's doing my hair. Keisha's facing the other way, grabbing more foils. And he's kind of, I'm a little...
By the way, ladies, do y'all enjoy that foil process? Then you gotta get up under that dryer. Oh, this is when OtterBoxes were so popular. Everybody was putting an OtterBox on their phone. Remember that? I used to work at Best Buy, and it was like OtterBoxes were like PS5s or something. People all were obsessed with them, and that was like right at the time when iPhones kind of started to come out. When I worked there, the iPhone 5 came out, the iPhone 4S. I know I'm an old. Give me a break. And people were obsessed with
nervous
OtterBoxes.
because he's kind of wild. So I'm putting my hand up. At that time, the dog bit me. He just chomped twice on my finger.
Chomp,
Okay.
chomp,
Now,
chomp, ladies.
what kind of dog is it?
I have no idea.
What
It's a
kind of dog do you have?
medium-sized dog.
Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Just stand up, please.
Tell
me your last name.
Aguilar.
You were getting the foils together?
Yes.
Why had you asked the plaintiff to come to your house rather than going to her house as you had done before?
I don't know. It was just something that...
What does that mean? Don't think
Well,
about it.
let's go back
The
and do that
medium-sized
again.
dog.
Just stand up, please. Tell me your last name.
Aguilar.
You were getting the foils together?
Yes.
Why had you asked the plaintiff to come to your house rather than going to her house as you had done before?
I don't know. It was just something that...
What does that mean? Don't think about it.
Well,
Don't
I'm
think
not
of what
sure.
you want
I'm
to
not sure why I had her come to my place because...
You had not asked her before to come to your place.
Well,
and you had
because
been
I didn't
doing-
have a place to live before. That's why.
Okay.
Oh, so you can't come to somebody's car to get your hair done.
Fine,
Right.
then that's an answer. So you had moved in with the defendant. Are you still living with her?
Yes.
When you brought Miss Cahey into the house, did you tell her that there was a dog in the house? That's either a yes or a no.
Yes.
Tell me
Yes,
what
I
you
did.
told her.
She
I
seems
told
nervous.
her that there's a dog and I'm
I
gonna...
mean, you are on national television. There's going to be, what is it? The Judge Judy says 12 million people always watching. I can't. I've imagined myself standing there. Can you imagine you're standing in front of Judge Judy with all those lights? It looks all beautiful on camera, but so I don't know. We'll get through it as we go on. I have a background on TV, and they make it look very pleasant on television, but it's got to be so intimidating standing there. Anyway.
keep my door shut because we have a dog and...
No, don't look down. You see, don't look down, and you're trying to think of what was written here. Don't do that, because otherwise I will embarrass you. Do you
Yeah, I'm
understand? Do you
yes.
understand?
Yes, I do.
I want you to understand.
I
Do you
understand.
understand?
Great. So you told her that there
I love Judge Judy's hand movements.
was a dog,
I
and
told
you're
her-
going to keep your door closed.
Let's go back. Look at those rocks in her ears. Look at those are huge. How much do you think those cost? And her ring too. And she always says plain jewelry, but it doesn't. She's like, I don't need a band or some whatever metal around this. I need you to see this rock that came out of the ground. I don't really care about all that because this is, it's like weighing her earlobe down.
Your
Work.
door closed.
Right.
The door to your bedroom.
Right.
Is that where you were doing her hair? In your bedroom?
That's right.
In the bedroom? In the bedroom. I don't know, you guys. Y'all.
Did you close your bedroom door?
Yes, I did.
Did you have the right kind of chair for her to sit in, or was it just a chair that was in the bedroom, a kitchen?
A right kind of chair? A salon chair, right. So she's like, "Oh, did you just grab a Cindy Crawford chair out of your living room, or was it a proper chair?"
It was just a chair.
Where had you gotten the chair from?
It was my roommate's, Kelly's.
Did you
Rooms to go.
place it in the middle of the room or near a bathroom
No
or
hate.
near water? Or were you just going to work in the middle of the bedroom?
Yes, I was just going to work in
What?
the
Which one of the three things?
I was going to work in the middle of the bedroom.
Okay. And she's sitting in the chair,
Yes.
waiting for you to start working on her.
Yes.
Somehow the door to your bedroom got opened
Yes.
and the dog came in.
No, that's not what happened. She got up to go to the bathroom.
The dog busted in.
Then I didn't see, I actually did not see what.
I'm not believing you. I just want you to understand that. I know she's your roommate, and I know you still live with her. And I
Oh my gosh, she looks so scared with the shoulders like really tense.
know it's a problem. If you feel as if you can't answer,
I wonder how often they change out that water in that hotel-looking push-button jug. And the funny thing is, Judge Judy, she always makes fun of people that get water. Usually, she's like, "Oh, you're already thirsty." All right, so there's part 2.
and I know it's a problem. If you feel as if you can't answer my questions because you don't want to be homeless again, sit down.
I'm going to
You
sit
could either
down.
sit down or tell me what happened.
She's going to
Perfect.
sit down, she says.
Good idea. Did you see a doctor?
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to see the report.
Sure. There's the report.
Hopefully, the dog had the rabies shot, right?
Okay. Go.
Anytime someone comes
Go.
over,
I'm not interested
Okay.
in any time someone comes over.
I put my dog up anytime somebody comes over, and I put him
I
in my room.
don't care.
Okay.
October 16th.
I love it too when she leans into the light, because she has an uplight on her desk.
Okay.
Your roommate is doing the plaintiff's hair.
Correct.
You have a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Correct.
Say that Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Did you see what happened when she got bitten? Did you see what happened?
Yes, I seen.
Yes, you saw it. She's in a room, in her bedroom, with the door closed. So now I'd like you to tell me from what vantage point you saw it.
I was in the room with them.
Is that right?
No, it's not correct.
Not even she says you were in there with them. Not even she says you were in there with them. She couldn't think that fast.
No, I was in the
Dang.
room with them. We all
Darn.
were talking.
And
Okay, I was in the room with them, and I put my dog up like I always do, and I lock him in my.
By the way, do you like Judge Judy's hair the old school way like this, or do you like it like she has on Judy Justice? Or at the end of this show, she, that's when she pulled it back into a ponytail. I mean, this is a classic Judge Judy hair, right? I understand what she's doing. She's getting older. She's in the winter of her life, and so she wants to, have her hair up in a bun or whatever. And I'm sure that's like a lot easier. Maybe it's harder. I don't know, but this is just
room
so
or shut my
classic
door,
Judge Judy
keep
hair.
him in there, because I know he gets, excited when he sees one. And then I left the room for a minute, okay? When I left the room, I went into the kitchen. When I went into the kitchen, when I looked down the hall, she opened my door and went in my room.
did you go in the door and open her
I
room?
never left the room. I only went
Yes,
to one room, sat down, and that was it.
That's not true.
Who's laughing?
No.
I hear somebody snickering.
I told you not to play with the dog, and you insisted that you knew my dog well enough, and you don't.
Listen to me.
Ooh, they're talking to each other. That's really rare. Judge Judy usually stops that very quickly. Like if they're talking to each other, she's she yells.
Did you hear the story that this lady just told me
Yes,
a
I
moment
did.
ago?
Yes.
Do you know how totally different those two stories are? Do you know how different those two stories are?
Okay, if you say so.
Well, she says that she got up and went to the bathroom and opened the door and your dog came in. You say you saw her go into your bedroom, which is down the hall. Do you know that those are two different stories?
Because I went into the kitchen.
Do you have unreimbursed medical bills?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
I'd like to see them.
I have
Well.
the medical bill. I have the 2 medications. I have also the
Medications?
2 aftercare co-pays that I had to pay. And
Let's
I have
see.
I'd like
my-
to see them.
Oh, and I have my loss of wages right here.
I'm not interested in your lost
Oh,
wages.
sorry. Okay.
You
Let's
had a
see if the
laceration on
dog
your finger.
had the rabies shot. Did the dog have the rabies shot?
How many times did you go to Kaiser? Once?
I went there 3 times.
Kaiser,
I had
ooh.
2 aftercare that I had to go to take the
Boosh.
stitches out for wound care 2 days later. So I went total of 3 times. Ma'am, can I just add one thing?
Yes.
I mean, when I said loss of wages, I've never missed work before, and it was because of the dog bite I had to miss. And I have the work note right here from the doctor saying that I could not go. And like I said, I never missed work ever before.
I mean, that's actually pretty uncommon, I would say, for people to actually have a note saying that they can't go back to work. Because usually in Judge Judy, people are always saying, lost wages, but then it's either like some dumb person that has like a scam business. You know how the people are. They're like, oh, lost wages, and Judge Judy's like, what do you do for a living? And it eventually finds out that they're on disability. You know the whole story. You know how it goes. And not to say that people on disability are scammers. You know what I'm saying if you watch the show. Again, we're gonna get into it, but normally people, when they say I have lost wages, they don't have any proof, right, that they have lost wages. And this lady actually has a note. You may have seen it on the letterhead, like of the note, like says like Kaiser like hospital on it. So
and like
it's
I said,
real.
I never missed work ever before.
How many stitches did you have?
I had 6, and I type and I work with my hand all day. I could not go to work.
How many days did you miss?
Have you ever gotten stitches in your or had a really bad sore on your finger and then tried to type? It's really difficult and sucks. Sorry, I have a new neighbor and I'm trying to see what is going on. Sorry.
To work?
2 days, ma'am, and I have my pay stub and the
I'd like
note
to
from
take a
the
look at
doctor.
it.
So, see, this is what I'm saying. Judge Judy's actually entertaining this because I think it seems kind of real. I mean, it is real.
Is this for 1 week or 2 weeks, this net pay?
It's for 2 weeks.
Anything else? Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,000. We're
Thank you
finished.
very much.
So $1,000. I don't know. I mean, if you're scared of dogs like for the rest of your life, or if you get a serious injury, that can like really alter you. So it's interesting she didn't maybe sue for more punitive damages. I mean, they never showed a picture of her actual finger, so you don't really know what the damages were. But I would be curious to know what the actual, injury to her finger was to actually see it. I know a lot of times they don't show it if it's graphic, but either way it goes. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Reality Reacts. Subscribe for more Judge Judy and lots of other shows coming up. We're going to have some more Judge Judy here and eventually some Judy Justice. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.